quarantine can really get you hungry. And when your parents are stocking up on survival items, such as toilet paper, they're also stocking up on long shelf-life food goods. When I open up my pantry and refrigerator for my frequent boredom runs, I see all of this irresistible yummy snacks, such as chips, pizza, pretzels, cheese, cold cuts, cookies, candy, cereal, cheeseburgers, fries, chicken nuggets, and ice cream. I love ice cream. But just like anything, too much of something can be really bad. All of these processed food items have one thing in common: a lot of salt. Salt is really important to our bodies. Without salt, we couldn't survive. Salt helps with fluid balance, nerve transmission, and muscle function. It's also frequently added to foods to preserve and to provide taste. But how much salt is too much salt? Well, 90% of Americans 6 to 18-year-olds eat way too much salt on a daily basis. The recommended salt intake should be no more than 1,900 milligrams, less than a teaspoon. However, a kid's average salt intake is 88% of the recommended intake, 3,565 milligrams a day, not including salt added to the table. To give you some sampling items, a slice of pizza has an average of 640 milligrams of salt. Just 1 cup of mac and cheese has 475 milligrams of salt. Just an 8-inch flour tortilla has 391 milligrams of salt. 2 ounces of cold cut salami has a whopping 1,016 milligrams of salt. And just 14 pieces of supposedly healthier kettle barbecue chips has 210 milligrams of salt. Now, if you're like me, I can't stop at that small amount. It's more like a bag of chips. A full bag equals 1,625 milligrams of salt. When you add up all the food you eat in a day, your consumption of salt can easily creep up on you. Some signs you might be having too much salt is excessive thirst, headaches, cravings for salty foods, blurry vision problems, or having to go to the bathroom a lot. Having too much salt can have serious health consequences, such as high blood pressure, which cause cardiovascular diseases, hypertension, respiratory illnesses such as asthma, obesity, and stomach cancer. Now, this piece of information might sound scary, but it really matters of resisting the temptation of these processed foods and cutting down as much as you can. I know it's really hard in these quarantine times, but here are some tips to keep our saltiness cravings in control. Tip number 1. Take some online cooking classes and make some homemade food. Replace salt with other spices and garnishes, such as pepper, oregano, rosemary, sage, thyme, or garlic. Tip number 2. Make your own garden and plant new foods. It's always fun to eat food you grow. Tip number 3. Get outside. Go for a hike. Go to the beach. Play some golf. Or tennis. Being active will probably make your body crave real food. Tip number 4. Watch how much salt you take in and read the labels. Educate your parents and teach them to look for healthier alternatives, and if there are any, healthier long shelf items too. Even though we are all stuck at home, let's try to stay healthy and safe so we can all come out of this strong. Thanks for watching.